everyone, I'm Jack Skillington, and happy Halloween, everybody! Oh, forgive me, I'm well aware that we have a couple more weeks to go, but I decided to drop by and give you all some good news. My friend Cyber Snowwolf is planning on doing a live stream on Halloween night to celebrate the holidays. Yes, we're still deciding on either playing Bendy and the Ink Machine, or Overwatch Junkenstein's Revenge before it goes down, and until the next update. Thanks. You could give your input on which game you would like to see more, but one thing is for sure, we'll be dressing up in costumes, having some candy, and giving people a chance to give comments and maybe answer some questions. And if you have any, of course. Yes. I hope to see you all there, my good friends. And enjoy some Nightmare Before Christmas, or maybe some other horror movie of your choice. Yes, but if you want to check down the channel, be sure to subscribe and to Cyber Snowwolf, and be sure to be in there on Halloween night. Until then, see you soon! Hey, what's up, you guys? My name is Cyber Snowwolf, and welcome back to LEGO Arts! So in the last episode, we finally wrapped up the 3-part episode of LEGO Doctor Who. And for this video, I decided to try something a little bit different. So today's video was supposed to be a Let's Play on the Nightmare Before Christmas world in Kingdom Hearts 2. Unfortunately, I accidentally pulled the cable connected to my capture card out of my computer, so now I have to re-record that video, and I didn't want to do that today. So I decided, how about we do some LEGO Arts? Alright, I was originally going to showcase you guys my Titan figures, like some of the figures that have built quote-unquote big figs, but some of them needed some fixing, so I decided to change things up. So I decided to finally do a showcase to you guys on my custom LEGO Batmobile, and I decided to include my Red Robin as well. These guys I made back when I did the Batman showcase, and it was pretty fun, and I finally decided, like, how about we show you guys, what I did. I originally was gonna, have the Batmobile be in the Batman showcase, but the video wound up going to an hour, and I didn't want to do that. So, it was, back in the early days. So now this time, I decided to do a solo showcase just with the vehicles. So, as you guys know, actually, wait. To change things up a little bit, so we're gonna showcase the vehicles one at a time, do a review, explain my process, why I went through this route, and go from there. So let's begin with the big boy. So of course, to begin this video off is the Batmobile itself. This actually went through different stages. I don't really have any photos of, the old versions of this, but back when first building the Batmobile, it started out as, a go-kart. It was pretty bad. And it had, these tires on. These came from, an old Ninjago monster truck I had, but I dismantled it quickly. But the go-kart, it was bad. I got rid of that. And then, I changed things up a little bit. It was a while before I tried again. But when I tried again, these little turrets here, this belongs to a Chima vehicle that I was, taking apart when, I was relocating stuff. And when I saw it, I was like, how about I try again and do things differently? So, what I tried to do, let's look at the face. As you can see the face, if you're thinking, that looks familiar. Oh, yeah. Well, what I was attempting to do was to make the Batmobile look a little bit like the one from the Dark Knight Returns comics and movies. Okay, so it'd be ooh, sort of give it a bat kind of look. Turn it. So I pretty much, I kept the turret. I kept, the tread as it was, the rest of it, and sort of built around it. Sort of, built the armor body around it. That was, the second phase. And then the final phase was then, the second phase, it had these turrets, and it had the back wheels. The final phase, then, I then managed to find a way to attach it on the tires on here, attach it up here for, whoops. This is supposed to be, my makeshift grappling gun. This is kind of a mixture of what's supposed to be, a mix of what's supposed to be, two Batmobiles. It's supposed to be, the Dark Knight Returns Batmobile and the Arkham Knight Batmobile. Kind of work, but at the same time, not really. Anyway, and I added some stuff on the back to sort of, give it a bit of a flair to it. As you can see, the massive turret on this thing. I forgot, where exactly I got this thing. I think it was from one of my old Star Wars sets. I think it was a mini walker. Yeah, it was a mini walker. Or maybe, one of my giant walkers. I don't remember exactly. But I kept the cannon. I modified it, and then I placed it directly on the turret. He's got, a little minigun, a couple of guns on the sides here, some blue studs, of, like, for the eyes, and there are some on the sides. These are supposed to represent, like, EMP blasts. These are just lights and everything. Inside, though, there's actually a panel in here. The panel went through multiple phases before this was the final one. But, I don't know if we can get, like, a good view of this. I think in order to do that, we might have to... careful. Okay, there we go. And as you can see, like, of course, we got, like, some computers. We also got a steering wheel. A monitor for, like, to keep track and everything, and also communicate with other people. Control panels to, like, operate the weapons. And a steering wheel. There's also a little chair here for comfort. The glass definitely went through different stages. At first, it was like a dome one, and then I changed it up to make it look more like... I'm not sure how to describe it, but make it look more vehicle-based, I guess I would put it as. And that's to sort of, like, really give an input on, like, Bab. Like, this thing is supposed to be practically a weapon. And on the sides, of course, like, the panels over here. As you can see, like, some of the areas for I painted black. Like, I think this was another one of my firsts for I really painted on, like, black stuff. Painted bricks on. There's also, like, some engine exhausts. You can kind of see that. There's got, like, some of those engines on the backs. Here's also a little exhaust for flames are supposed to come out, you know, for speed. And back here is actually sort of like where I would keep, like, a bunch of weapons. Where I would keep, like, all the weapons. Like, all this, yeah, you know what? Yeah, let's just bring it all out. Come on. Come out to play. Everything, come out to play. Okay. Yeah, picking this thing up. Hang up, I gotta be kind of careful. Careful with it. Hang on. There's a here. Is that everything? Yeah, that's everything. Okay. Everything. So, here we have, like, some of the weapons that they would carry in the Batmobile's trunk. Like, we got, of course, got a lot of batarangs. We got these silver studs. Yeah, whoops. Okay. Well, Harold, what's with the controls? I'm sorry, Harold's being a bitch. Probably influenced by Justin, no doubt. Yeah, okay. There we go. Sorry about that. Okay, so these silver studs pieces are supposed to be, like, smoke bombs. So of course, we got, like, the Batclaw. Some of these weapons are based off of the Arkham series. Like, I think this was supposed to be that hacking gun sort of thing. I forgot what it was called. It's called... and I think this is supposed to be the forensic scanner. It's been a while since I've opened this thing, so some of the stuff is like, what was I doing this for again? I think this was supposed to be the flamethrower that I had for, like, the Arctic Batman. An electric shock gun. And I forgot what it was called, but it was like that one weapon in the Arkham Knight game, in Arkham City, for where he put together, you fired electrical bolts. A cryo grenade, or a freeze grenade. This is supposed to be, like, the little, where he has the explosive gel, you know, where you would spray it. Explosions, binoculars, because why not? An actual grappling gun. And on the last one, I think was supposed to be, like, the Batclaw. And then a hacking device, which I think is supposed to be for the cryptographic sequencer. So a lot of this stuff is, of course, like, stuff I haven't opened in a while, but back when building all of this was mainly, like, something I wanted to try out, like, what would Batman's arsenal look like? So I really thought outside the box of how, like, what sort of creative weapons does he have? Of course, he's got the batarangs, because he needs the batarangs, but what about some other stuff? So, I quickly put together in my brain of, like, how things could go, and then I scrambled a bunch of parts, and then just used with those, and put together, like, the whole thing. And when they're not in here, this could serve as, like, the transportation for, like, sticking prisoners up in there, and bringing them back, to the GCPD, and, shite. Shite knockers. Okay. Okay, there we go. And yeah, that's pretty much the Batmobile. And I gotta say, this is probably, like, one of the most complicated vehicles I've built, because it was all like, how should I do this? And it's a very well-efficient vehicle, in my opinion, so, this was definitely, like, one of my favorites to have ever built, and I'm glad I finally got a chance to show you guys it. Okay, so let's wrap it up with our last vehicle, and our slightly smaller vehicle. So, last on the video, of course, this is probably either going to be a short one or a usual long one, is I think the Redbird or the Red Robin. Yeah, let's just call it Redbird. It's the Redbird motorcycle. And this thing was another vehicle that I just thought of in my head. And, like, when doing vehicles for, like, Batman, I wanted to do, like, what about the sidekicks? Do they have vehicles? They should. So I thought, like, how about we build one? And I've noticed that Robin, of course, is, like, driving a motorcycle. So I decided to see how I would build the Robin motorcycle. And, of course, like, he's got the wheels. They move pretty well. Let's see, how else would I put this? Yes, he's got, like, the classic, stud bullet shooters. They don't really fire out well. But the idea is that, like, if they were in a movie, you just see, like, special effects of shooting bullets out, like, pew, 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 pew. He's got, like, a little fin here on the back, I guess, for, like, aerodynamics. And he's got, like, a holder piece here that, like, the idea is that, like, you've seen that each of my minifigures, they have, like, some kind of weapons they would hold. So, hang on, let me get Red Robin's staff. Okay, Red Robin. Okay, thank you. So, like, the idea is that, like, whoops. The idea is that, like, they would put their weapon on here, so that way they can carry the weapon and still be able to drive. And, of course, like, on the front here, as you can see, like, the messed up painted bird design. Part of me originally wanted to do, like, find a photo online, like, the best, like, Redbird kind of photo, but I decided, like, let's paint one instead. So, as you can see, like, even back then, my paint skills aren't as advanced, but I am getting better. I will say that for the most part. And yeah, pretty much in general, not really a whole lot else to go on with this vehicle. This is pretty much like one of the more simple ones I've ever built, and probably the easiest one. Oh, and he's also got like little headlights here, because, gotta drive safe, even when you're a crime fighter. So, let's go ahead and wrap the video up. And that does it for this episode of LEGO Arts Vehicle Edition. Sorry if this episode is a little bit shorter than usual. My plans, hence today, didn't really go according, but I'm hoping that next video I try to record will go fairly well. And as Jack Skellington said earlier today, I am planning a live stream on Halloween night. I still haven't decided whether or not to do Bendy and the Ink Machine or Overwatch's Junkenstein's Revenge. And I'd like to hear your guys' opinion. Which one do you want to see more? But I am planning on, like, having a small jack-o'-lantern full of candy. I'm going to be dressing up in a costume. And, yeah. That's pretty much it. It's like we can interact, we can talk. The whole 9 yards. It'll be pretty fun. Next video, depending on, like, how well I fix, like, the big figs, I might do the Titan ones, or I could just do some more minifigures. I don't know for sure, but, next video, it'll be getting back into the flow of things, and I'm currently working on, like, some other projects, like, still working on Wave 5, yeah, Wave 5, and I'm also just beginning another little small project of mine. I don't know for sure how well it will go, but I'm hoping that I'll be able to get it done pretty soon. So, for now, without further ado, thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you liked it, hit that like button, comment below what you think, share this to your friends, subscribe to me on YouTube, follow me on Twitch, and here's a half of the road. Awoo! Thank you guys, and I'll see you next time. What are you guys, Moonrises?